A mysterious figure at the roadside, a black disc hovering above the trees. Floating creatures dragged him out of his car, pulling him toward an extraterrestrial object. But at the moment of greatest despair, the light of an approaching car scared off the entities. It was only the beginning. He was taken to other worlds, confronted human clones, and received a chilling message. Humanity is on the path to self-destruction. This is the Tingsryd case. Prepare for the extraordinary.
Have you ever wondered what really happens in the skies and the seas? What lies hidden beyond what the human eye can see? Welcome to Immaculate Constellation, where the mysteries of the cosmos come to life. Here, we go beyond science, exploring accounts of encounters with beings from other worlds, sightings that defy all explanations, and theories the government doesn't want you to know. Get ready to question everything you believe about the universe. The truth is out there, and we're here to chase it. Subscribe now, because the reality you know may never be the same again.
On the night of February 3rd, 1984, Aunt Johnson was returning home to Tingsryd, Sweden, after having dinner at a friend's house. Heavy snow was falling, covering the rural landscape with a white blanket. The road was dark and slippery, requiring extra attention while driving. Tingsryd was a small, bucolic commune surrounded by forests and frozen lakes. The silence of the night was broken only by the sound of Aunt's car engine and the accumulating snow along the way. A sense of isolation prevailed, as if the world had come to a standstill. Around 11:30 p.m., while driving slowly toward his home, something caught his attention. At the side of the road, a small, motionless figure emerged from the darkness. At first glance, it appeared to be a child. However, the absence of other people or houses nearby left him intrigued and slightly uneasy. Before he could stop the car to investigate, Ant noticed something even more impressive. A disc-shaped object was hovering above the nearby trees. The object was black, about 80 meters in diameter, with no visible windows or any type of lighting. It seemed suspended in the air, motionless, defying all known laws of physics. Ant felt a mixture of curiosity and fear. The absolute silence of the object only deepened the mystery. He slowed the car to a near stop and rolled down the window to try and hear any sounds, but everything remained eerily quiet. Remembering the small figure he had seen earlier, he looked back at the spot, but the figure had disappeared. Ant decided to continue driving slowly to his home, determined to grab his camera and document what he had witnessed. Upon arriving home, Ant woke his wife and quickly told her what he had seen. Although skeptical, she noticed the seriousness in his tone and encouraged him to be cautious. He grabbed his camera and went back out, determined to capture the mysterious object. Around 1 a.m., Ant returned to the location where he had seen the UFO, but initially found nothing. Frustrated, he decided to explore a nearby area. It was then that he saw the object again, this time hovering very close to the ground over a small clearing. Ant cautiously approached the object with his car, but as he got closer, the object seemed to react. His vehicle began to skid on the snow, and he lost control, stopping in a ditch. Before he could comprehend what was happening, an invisible force seemed to pull him out of the car. Ant was confronted by a dark figure with no visible facial features or defined limbs. The creature appeared to float, moving in a way that defied logic. He tried to break free, but two other creatures appeared, surrounding him. The entities were completely black, with no discernible faces, arms, or legs. Ant described their appearance as mechanical, although they moved fluidly and precisely. He felt an irresistible force dragging him toward the object. As he struggled desperately, lights from another vehicle appeared in the distance, illuminating the scene. The creatures seemed to retreat, giving Ant a chance to escape. He ran back to his car, but when he tried to drive it, he realized it was stuck in the snow. After some time, Ant was found by police responding to a report of an abandoned car on the road. He was in a state of shock, gripping the steering wheel tightly and unable to clearly explain what had happened. Taken to the hospital, Ant was diagnosed with psychological trauma. Doctors reported that he showed signs of hyperventilation and intense emotional distress. Despite this, his descriptions of the event remained consistent. Police investigated the area and found marks in the snow that corroborated parts of his story, including signs of a struggle. However, there was no evidence of the creatures or the object he had described. A month after the incident, Ant began to experience strange sensations, as if he was being watched. One night he woke up feeling a hand touching his shoulder. Initially, he thought it was his wife, but he realized she was sound asleep. Feeling compelled to go outside, he walked to a nearby streetlight and saw a tall, hooded figure in the distance. Without saying a word, the figure seemed to beckon him. When he tried to approach, it disappeared and reappeared further away. Ant followed the figure to an open area where he encountered a small object similar to the previous UFO. A green light enveloped his body, and he felt himself being lifted off the ground, unable to resist or scream. Inside the object, Ant heard a soothing voice in his mind. He was informed that the aliens were concerned about humanity's destructive path, particularly the use of nuclear weapons. They showed him images of other planets destroyed by wars and misused technologies. Ant was urged to share the message that humanity needed to seek harmony and spiritual evolution. He also saw human clones being created to temporarily replace abducted individuals. The aliens explained that these clones ensured the absence of the individuals would go unnoticed on Earth. In subsequent encounters, Ant was taken to planets with advanced civilizations where technology was used to promote harmony. He described futuristic cities, exotic landscapes, and life forms completely different from those on Earth. On one of these planets, he met Jeannie, an alien entity who formed a special connection with him. Jeannie explained that she had been studying Ant since his childhood and revealed secrets about human existence. During one of the journeys, Ant was invited to stay on one of these planets, but he declined, preferring to return to Earth to share his experiences. Ant documented all his experiences in detailed notebooks, including descriptions of the planets, the messages from the aliens, and the advanced technologies he witnessed. Despite criticism and skepticism, his story became one of the most extraordinary cases in Swedish ufology, sparking debates among enthusiasts and researchers. He continued to assert that the aliens sought to help humanity avoid the same fate as other destroyed civilizations. Ant Johnson's case is more than a story of extraterrestrial contact. It is a reflection on human fragility and potential. His story invites humanity to reconsider its priorities, seeking harmony and evolution instead of destruction. Decades later, the Tingsryd case remains a mystery, inspiring curiosity and debate about our place in the universe.